In some cavern, there were 3 men tied up from the head and feet. They were looking straight to the cavern, and the only thing they could see was a shade from a big fire coming from the outside of the cave. These men have been in that cave since they were children and do not know the real world. Sometimes they can see shades of real things, such as people, horses, soldiers. When they pass by, furthermore, they can also hear their sounds.
Hey, Glauco, look at those men who are tied up. They don't know the real world. The only thing they can see and hear is whatever passes around this fire. I'm wondering if they believe that the real world is only shadows that produce certain sounds. The only world for them is this cavern.
Naturally, they don't know the difference between the real world from the unreal one.
And what would happen if one of these men is set up free? Would he be able to be receptive to the real world? Would he be able to recognize the shadows that were shown to him, or is he going to feel pain?
Certainly, that is a possibility.
If he saw the fire of the reality, would he think that that one is an unreal world? And he would turn back to the cave and shadows that belong to his own knowledge? He will be able to adapt to light firstly, then to figures such as you, Glauco, and me. After that, he can now see his reflection in the water and understand more how the real world works. Finally, he will be able to see the sun, which is the real reason for everything we see. To illustrate, the sun causes the seasons of the year.
It would be like that, yes.
Yes, Glauco. What would happen if that man came back to the cave where he was raised in? Would he feel nostalgia or longing for the way he used to see the shadows? Or even shame for his other mates that couldn't get out of the cave?
I'd rather do anything than live like that.
If this man is taken again into the cave as he used to be, his eyes would take time to adapt again to the shadows, and he would need some time to readapt to that kind of lifestyle. He would tell his mates everything he saw. The others would laugh about these sayings because they have never seen what he saw.
And he would be telling the truth.
The others would think that now that he left, he might have an impaired vision. They would feel disappointed and they would decline to leave the cavern even if they are able to.
To conclude, we can say that when Plato wrote the myth, he wanted to represent how different individuals get tunnel vision into something and normally don't stop and think if maybe there is another reality that we aren't aware of. This philosophical thought promotes the investigation of new things, better than what we have. This philosophical thought represents the motivation of many scientists and philosophers wanting to be aware of new things, of new realities. But this philosophical thought can also be applied in our daily lives by doing our best to try new things, even if we think that we are doing right now is the best possible option. We can say that Plato aims to understand and perceive higher levels of reality. So the philosophical branch that he follows is epistemology, the study of knowledge.